Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Kaylan Alex. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning in. So guys, as promised, we are following up with the previous video, which if you have not watched it, go watch it. It is my list of items that I'm glad I didn't purchase. So this video is going to be a follow-up, which I'm going to be detailing a list of items, a few items that I regret not getting and have missed out on them, or I still have the chance to get them, but I'm kind of like unsure. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start out with some newer, more recent items. These are going to be kind of like viral items or hot picks. The first item is going to be the Maison Margiela cutout jeans. Now these are probably, I would say maybe a year, 2 years old in terms of them being viral or me singing them a lot. They've always been a pair of jeans that I like, but again, when it comes to pants and designer jeans specifically, I'm always uncertain about how they're gonna fit, especially on curvy girls, because they're not usually curvy girl friendly. So I was hesitant about purchasing it, and these are a pair of jeans that I would consider investment. This is a pair of jeans that is truly an investment piece, something that you have to love and really truly want to get. So I guess that's part of why I was a little hesitant, because I wanted to make sure that it was something that I actually wanted and not something that I just wanted because I was seeing it a lot, because I've seen them look so good on so many different people and it's really like influenced me. They're edgy, but they're not too much. I love that the cutout is just enough, if you know what I mean. I love the wide leg, they're high waist, so they have a lot of features that I like. I'm just unsure about how well they fit. Now, this is also a pair that has been on my mind since I first seen them. So I'm like, okay, I feel like because this is a pair of jeans or an item that I have been thinking about since then, it might be something worth trying out. Obviously, if I get them and they don't work, I can always return them, but it's like one of those things that I want to work so bad, so it's going to be really disappointing if they don't work. So that's been the only, that's been the drawback for me on the jeans. I'm unsure of how well they will actually fit. And because they're just jeans, obviously I have so much in my wardrobe that would pair perfectly well with these. I also see myself getting that cost per wear. I have like many different ideas. I know I will wear them. Like, I'm a denim girl. I love jeans and I love denim. So I'm like certain that I would definitely wear these a lot or get a lot of wear of them out of them should they work. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking about just trying them to see if they work or not. And then obviously if they work, I'm going to be so excited. So we'll stay tuned for that one. We have the Loewe anagram logo jeans. This is another pair that, for obvious reasons, I've been super hesitant about. Not sure of how well they will fit. However, I have seen some curvy girls, wear these jeans and they look nice. So I'm like, okay, maybe these might actually work. I love especially the logo on the front. I know we're in sort of a quiet luxury girl era, but I'm a girl that wears what I want to wear. I feel like trends are cool and fine and all, and we can all hop on the bandwagon of something, but when it really comes down to it, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear regardless of if it's trending or not. Now for me, even though these have obviously the logo plastered on them like big as day, it's still just like, it's just there. It's not like the whole pair of jeans or the whole front side of the jeans is like just has the logos on it. So it's like just enough for me. This is one of those items that down the line you pull out and it's like, oh wow, like a nice vintage sought after type of piece. I don't know, this is what gives me that. I feel like if I pull these out in like 10 years, they would still pop and still be like, oh wow, like I wish I would have gotten those jeans. Like that's the vibe that I get from these jeans, because it's like they're denim, they have just that logo on the front, they're straight leg, like it's a classic style. So for me, they add a little variety in my wardrobe because they are a straight leg pair of pants. They're kind of relaxed fit. I believe that they are a bit high waist. So it's like all of the mechanics are there. It's just like, is the execution gonna be there? Because these I actually really like. And every time I see them, I'm like, man, I need those jeans. Now this is an item that I look in my wardrobe and I'll pull out an item and I'm like, this would be good with those Loewe jeans. Even this blazer or this top situation that I have on, I would pair it with those jeans and like some white pumps. Y'all know that's my vibe. I live for my white pumps. Like I don't know, it's something about white pumps that just do it for me every time. But yeah, that is definitely something that I would pair together. So it's like I definitely have things in my wardrobe that I'm like, this would look so good with these jeans, or I wish I had these jeans to wear for right now, because they're obviously jeans and a bit more casual, but I can wear them going out. I can wear them for a happy hour or something like that. So I'm like, okay, if my mind is on them like this, maybe they're worth trying, and who knows, they may be the perfect fit. And I might fall in love and, you know, wonder what took me so long. You know, that's what I want to feel. That's exactly how I want to feel when I try them on. I want to feel like, why did I wait so long to try these out? Because they're perfect in my mind. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm hoping that when I do try them out, I don't be let down, because I really do want them in my wardrobe. So then we have the Jacquemus silver metallic clutch. This one I am so sad I missed. I wouldn't say that I missed, because I'm sure it'll come back, but I'm sure it's gonna come back with another price tag. I actually saw this bag when it was, you know, it had just come out, and it was like one left, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait and see how well I really like this bag, see it styled a few more times, see what I have in my wardrobe that could work with this, because I really do like the bag and I know I can make it work, but I want to make sure that I have things already that will work, like a complete outfit, you know what I mean? So I didn't purchase it. A few months later, I was like, man, let me go back and see if I can get this bag. Gone. To this day, it's gone. When it comes to like just retail price and just the bag being retail, it's gone. I'm hoping that it can come back. I'm hoping that it comes back and it's reasonable when it does resurface, because I really do like the bag. But if not, it's like one of those items where I'm like, I missed it. Now, of course, I feel as though when it does come back, if it does come back, you know, if it's increase in price, which I'm sure it has, it will. If it's justifiable for me for that bag, I'll still get it. But I have my threshold on certain things. I have a threshold on certain items, certain brands, and I'm like, once the item hits this number, it's like it's not really worth it for me, or I have to deeply consider it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but in my mind, that's Kaylan math. Everything has a threshold. I have a threshold for classic flaps. I have a threshold for resale. I have a threshold for if I'm getting something from a personal shopper. Like, I have my threshold. So if this bag does not, you know, stay within that threshold, it's going to be one of those items that I just missed. I have seen it be resold. Like, people purchased it and are obviously reselling it for a high premium. Most of the premiums are way above my threshold, and it's just not worth it for me, especially because I know that this brand is a brand that can kind of go on sale a lot. So, and I appreciate the brand, so I'm not looking for a sale. Like, I'm looking for a quality and just like it fit in my lifestyle within my means, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like that's kind of like the deal with the bag there. However, when I do see people pull it out and I do see people style it, I'm like, it's like I'm balling up my fist like Arthur. Like, I missed that bag and I should have gotten it. And I knew it was something when my mom liked it. And we hardly ever like the same type of items. Like, I feel like over time we're starting to kind of like the same stuff, but I'm way more daring than her. I am way more I'm way more risque than her. Like, I have my boundaries, but she plays it safe. She doesn't really like colors. So when it's something that's like a metallic bag that she likes, I was like, I should have purchased it. I should have just gotten it because that was a sign. We like the same thing. That is a sign. So needless to say, I did not purchase it. It's one of those things that I'm like, why? I should have just gotten it. But who knows? If it's meant to be, it'll come around. It'll come back around. It'll be where I want it to be, when I want it to be, and we'll purchase it and we'll come back and reference this video and we'll talk about it again. Okay, now we're gonna switch gears to some older things that they're nearly impossible to get, but they are on my list of like items that I just, I hate I missed. I hate I missed. I hate I didn't get them. I often think about these things and I'm just like, this would be the perfect time to wear this. This would be the perfect time to get this. Honestly, these items, and it's not my full list, but these are a few things that I've kind of mentioned before. These are items that I'm like, they influence some of my purchases today. Like, if I see an item and I feel as though it's going to be one of those items that sell out, I'm going to want it in a little while, I'll go ahead and purchase it because I remember these items and I remember, you remember how you felt when you didn't purchase this thing. And then now here it is many years later and you want it. Like, this list influences those purchases sometimes, honestly. So there we are with that. So the first item is going to be these Fendi, like that Western boot with the logos on it. I'm in Texas. We have rodeo every year. We wear cowboy boots and Western boots like year round. Like, that's just the thing. That's just the vibe here. We have the Texans, like we have during football season, we have the Go Texan Day. You wear your Texan stuff, or it may be more Western. And I often think these boots would be so perfect for right now. Every rodeo season, I think about these boots. That's every year, every time around this time of the year, because it's almost rodeo season, I think about these boots. And I feel like they are just perfect for me. They would fit so well in my lifestyle because of where I am. And the fact that they are a luxury boot, it's a Western boot, but it's still like, you know, a boot, like a Western boot. Like, it would be perfect for right now. I often think about these boots. And I specifically like the taller version. The only thing, and I've seen these boots again resell, but it's like that threshold for me is not there, or I've not seen them in my size. So it's like, it's one of the two things that, and it just doesn't work for me. But I do wonder if how well they'll fit my calves if I were to purchase them resale, because I know sometimes when it comes to these boots, like tall boots, you got to think about calves. Well, I have to think about, will they fit my calves? So the last thing I want to do is purchase them resale and they don't even fit my calves. So that's the thing there. If you have these boots and you have thicker calves, let me know. The Givenchy Shark Lock boots did not work for me. So if you have that, use that as a reference. So let me know what y'all think in case I come across these boots. So yeah, I really do like these boots, and I really hate that I missed them because I would still be wearing them to this day. The next item is going to be the Chanel Pop Art shearling bag. This bag haunts me every year. Every year this bag haunts me. Every year around when it starts to get cold and I pull out my Fendi shearling bag, this bag influenced that purchase. This bag influenced my Fendi shearling purchase because I was like, I know in this bag, if they don't make it anymore, I'm gonna want it, and I don't want that to happen again. And when I purchased it, it had not been, they hadn't made it the newer version, and it was like a year before. So like there was a year gap between the bag that I have and the newer version. And I was like, oh, see, look, the bag is gone. I'm so glad I purchased it. And then I ended up coming out with the new version with the slanted F's or whatever. So I was like, okay, I ain't really like miss out, but I'm still glad I purchased it. However, it did not happen with the Chanel bag because obviously it was during the Karl Lagerfeld's reign as Chanel, which iconic. And Chanel doesn't really come back out with the same styles. Like it's like once you get a collection from Chanel, the chances of you seeing something like that again, slim to none. They may come out with a different colorway of the same bag, but when it comes to these special type of pieces like this, like a moment in time, truly, they're just collector's items and you have to get them when they come out. To be honest, I feel like I haven't really seen these moments recently. We'll get into that in another video though. But this was a time for Chanel. Like I remember when this collection came out, it was like my freshman year of college. And at that point, my parents was like, girl, you getting grown, so your expensive taste is gonna have to be on your budget. I remember this time so vividly. Like I remember like where I was. Like I remember this so vividly. And I just remember being like, oh my gosh, this bag, like I want this bag. But for some reason I felt like I would be able to get it later on. And listen, it's still possible. It's a slim possibility that I can still get this bag. I know it's gonna be at a premium, but again, I have my threshold, and I have seen this bag be resold, and it's well above my threshold for good reason. For good reason. I get it. I understand. I really do. But as for me and my wallet, I can't go that far. Now, if I see it and it's within a good price and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's good condition, like everything is there, I'm definitely going to snag it up. Because this one is one that I love. Like every year I see it and it's like new again to me. Even though this bag is at this point nearly 10 years old. This will be 10 years. This will be 10 years. Is it vintage at that point? Is this considered a vintage bag? Let's talk about that really quick. What is considered vintage? You know, like at what year mark are we talking vintage? Because this was 2014. We're in 2024. It's been 10 years. Okay, anyways. So yeah, we're looking at possibly a vintage bag. So the threshold right there is already, it's there. So we'll have to chat about it if we see it. But this is another bag that I feel like I have things to wear. And when I think about a bag I want to put with it, I think of this bag. I think, oh, that pop art, that with the supermarket whole vibe, this would be perfect. This outfit would be perfect for that bag. I need that bag in my collection. It's also to me a collector's item. So it's something that if you're a collector, a bag collector, or you like to collect special pieces, novelty pieces from Chanel, it's kind of like one of those things that you would want in your collection. So needless to say, I really do love this bag. I would definitely wear this bag a lot. Y'all know how I feel about my Fendi shearling bag, so it would be just like that, but it might be even greater because of my love for Chanel. So there's that. Then the last item is a little bit more recent. It's gonna be the Chanel Pearl Mini Flap. Now this one I was a little bit hesitant about when it first came out because I wasn't sure how well the pearls were gonna be on the bag. And it was the mini size, so I was like, I don't really know how well I would like that, because at that time I was really into the classic flaps. Like I was really into the medium classic flaps. So I was like, I don't really know. But now I'm like, yeah, I know. I wish I would have gotten it. And plus, pearls are my birthstone, so it would have just been perfect. And pearls are classic Chanel, so it would have been even better because we have a Chanel mini flap, which is super trending, and it has the pearls on. So this is another one of those items that I would consider eventually like a vintage novelty, perfect collector's item. Like this is a collector's item to me because of the full pearl look. it's so dainty and it's so Chanel. Like, I don't even really know how to describe it other than it's so Chanel. And it would be perfect if you're collecting Chanel bags. So again, I do see this bag on being resold, and it's honestly not bad. It's kind of what I would expect. I just haven't found the perfect one for me. I do, like I said, I do see it here and there. I'm hesitant about purchasing because the premium is, it's a little bit up there, but then I kind of try to justify it with the fact that it's fully, you know, it has fully wrapped in those pearls, so it's delicate and it's, you know, it's Chanel, so it's not coming back again. But it's not one of those items that I'm like, oh my goodness, if I had this in my collection right now, this would be perfect for this outfit. This outfit would eat with that. I don't really have that, but I know I can. I know I could have that. So again, if I had to choose. If I had to absolutely, I can't even choose. I was gonna say I would probably choose a shearling one over this one, but honestly, I like them. I probably like the shearling one just a little bit more because I've been wanting it longer. It's obviously an older bag. But yeah, these are two items that I'm just like, man, 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 man. I wish I had them. I wish I had them. I wish I had them. But here we are, wishing. Wishes do come true. There's a possibility that, you know, I could find these items and they would be perfect in my wardrobe. I would be so excited to have them in my wardrobe. So I'm not gonna count it out. There's always somebody willing to sell their items who maybe don't even wear or don't love it as much as I do and are willing to get rid of it. You know, there's always those items. I mean, there's always those times. So neither here nor there. There are items that are on this list because I wish I would have gotten them and I didn't. So that's going to be it for this video. As I mentioned, these items influence my purchases to this day, and I honestly would say I have quite a few things on this type of list that I wish I would have gotten and didn't get, or that I put on my list in case I come across them being resold or across them somewhere else. So it's one of my wish list categories. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, drop a nice comment down below, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I post again, and I will see you in the next video.